What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for the NFL Head Coach 09. And I want to share three things with you that really just kind of took me back. I was amazed to learn these things about this game. And the more I sat down and thought about them, I know they didn't happen in Madden NFL 18. And I don't know that they will happen in Madden NFL 19. But I thought it was interesting to bring it up to get your guys' opinions on it. So the first thing, have to remember, go back in time. NFL Head Coach 09 is a sequel to NFL Head Coach. You've obviously got a group of gamers that is very used to the retreading of Madden and was concerned that this game would be along those same lines. So EA actually had to respond to the question, how new are the various features in NFL Head Coach 09? And this was the response. Nothing is carried over from the previous NFL Head Coach. The gameplay engine we're using is a tweaked version of Madden's, but all the logic and features have been rewritten from scratch. The new logic doesn't contain any code for Madden NFL Franchise Mode or the previous NFL Head Coach. We had a brand new design team this year that worked on other games previously, so we really didn't intend to carry much over from the first game. I mean, how refreshing is that to hear? We've asked for Madden to be rebuilt. And I know it's not our judgment. I know it's not our decision. But obviously, as gamers, we feel that we've gotten to a point where it's so fractured that may be the only way of resolving it. But for them to come out and actually address it, that up front, was really not something I'm used to seeing from any gaming company, much less EA. Now, secondarily, we all know Bill Belichick has not been in Madden for the longest time. I've never actually seen EA come out and address it, but an NFL head coach, they did. So obviously there was a question about the Patriots head coach. Their response was this. The Patriots head coach opted to not use his likeness in this game. In place is Hall or Famer. Do you notice this fictional coach's name sounds a lot like Hall of Famer? It's a pretty fitting resemblance. Which again, refreshing for them to acknowledge a massive part of the game is missing and give you a logical reason and a very thought out conclusion as to what they've done. That is a fan. That's an NFL fan talking when they say, Bill Belichick can't be in our game, but we're going to make a coach who sounds like Hall of Famer to be in his place. I don't know that we currently have people like that working on Madden 19. Now, finally, was the Easter eggs. Easter eggs used to be so popular in video games, but this really kind of just set me back. Corey Chavis had went to EA and acknowledged that after his playing days, he wanted to get into general manager. So in Head Coach 09, Corey Chavis could actually become the general manager of your franchise. They had that type of forward thinking. But it doesn't stop there, because there's a select group of players, I'm going to go through them with you, that actually can coach after their playing days are done. Some of them very interesting. Rondé Barber, Donovan Darius, John Lynch, Ty Law, Rodney Harrison, Sam Madison can all be defensive backs coaches. Mike Rucker, Michael Strahan, Hollis Thomas, Keith Traylor can all be defensive line coaches. Zach Thomas, the late Junior Seau, Willie McGinnis, Jeremiah Trotter, Ray Lewis, Donnie Edwards, Derek Brooks, Teddy Bruschi, and Mike Vrabel can all be linebacker coaches. Tom Nalen, John Runyon, Jeff Saturday can all be offensive line coaches. Jeff Garcia, Trent Green, Charlie Batch, Jake Delhomme, Trent Dilfer, Jim Sorgi, Kurt Warner can all be quarterback coaches. Anthony Thomas, Warwick Dunn, Lorenzo Neal, Tony Richardson can all be running back coaches. Adam Vinatieri and Jason Hansen become special teams coaches. Marvin Harrison, Isaac Bruce, and Bobby Ingram all become wide receiver coaches. It's intriguing because some of those players have actually went on to coach their position. Forethought of a game 10 years ago. Options that currently aren't even in Madden from a coaching perspective or players returning. 10 years ago, for you to tell me a player would leave the league and become a GM, you might say, okay, it's possible. But in a video game, probably not something that we thought about. But here we are 10 years ago. We've got a game that does it from a company that made it that isn't currently in the product they're selling on a console level above. I really don't understand it. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. I appreciate you checking this out, and you know that I'll be back in the week with more comments.